Hello chess friends, and welcome to Azaro's chess channel, and welcome to my chess tactics and chess puzzle series. So today another team. Of course we already did the 5 possible chess tactics, and today it's time for deflection. Deflection is a very nice tactical motif in which you are sort of deflecting one piece from the defense of another piece. So basically you cutting the connection between two pieces by your opponent. So as you can see, I've already set up here the position, and it's white to move. Of course we see black is a little bit crowded here with his pieces, and they're basically all protecting each other, and we have to cut out the connection between black pieces. So of course the next move will be rook on h8. So if the king goes now on d7, we have here now a nice deflection motif. We have here the move bishop to c6. If now the rook takes, of course, on c6, we can simply take the rook on f7. So you see, with this rook on h8 move, we cut out here. We are deflecting the king from the defense of this rook. So in another line, after bishop on c6, if now the king takes on c6, of course we can first take here the rook on c8, and then if the knight takes on c8, we have here rook takes on f7, and of course this is a perfectly nice game for white. So there is one other continuation after rook on h8. We have here maybe rook on f8, but then you can simply play rook on h6, rook on f7 maybe again, and after taking the exchange on f7, we can simply take here this pawn on d6, and basically white has a much better position, because black has here these weak pawns. They're basically undefendable, and of course we have possibilities to go here on d7 and attack these pawns, and of course the black rook cannot defend here on a8. So let's see now another position. It's a very nice tactical motif. Again, deflection. You see, although our queen is under attack, we have here now a very nice deflection move here, rook on h7, attacking of course with the check, and the black king has to take. So king takes on h7. Of course we have now queen on f7. Now if the king goes on h6, of course if the king goes here on h8, we have rook on h1, which leads to checkmate. And now after king on h6, we have here now rook on h1. Now king to g5. There's only this square for black, and now we have a very nice move f4. If now the king goes on g4, we have here queen to g6. Now after king takes on f4, we have here a very nice checkmate. So in this position, after f4, black has to take with the e pawn. E takes f4. Now we have queen to h7. Here is the threat, of course, queen to h4 checkmate. So that's why black goes with his king on f6. Now we have again this knight move, knight on d5. We have here now king on e5. Now queen to g7, again with the forced check. Now the knight must come into the defense here on f6, and now we have a very nice move, queen to g6, of course, again threatening here the check on f5. So now after knight takes on d5, now we have this queen to f5. Of course black has to go here with the king on d4. We have queen takes on d5. Again, there's only one square for the king, the e3. Now we have queen to d3, and now after king on f2, we have here queen on f3 checkmate. So this was the starting position here. So this rook on h7 was sort of a deflection of the defense of this f7 pawn. So of course we want to bring our queen actively into the game, and this is a very nice tactical shot. So here I wanted to show you a deflection motif. It was played by of course the best player in the world today. It was played by Magnus Carlsen. But the funny thing is that this tactical motif he applied when he was only 14 years old. So this was a game in 2004, and he was really only 14 years old, and he found here a nice deflection motif. So this was Sicilian Najdorf defense that he played against Leonid Nikolaevich Yurtaev, and we have you see sort of a complex position here, and here Magnus plays knight on d7. I want to show more moves because it's a very nice complex middle game, and of course we want to see how the game led to this very nice deflection motif. So we have here now rook on c1. We have now rook on e8. Of course the threat is here to play e4, so we have here now b3, now e4, bishop to e2. Of course white is trying to at least trade some pieces, but now after bishop on f2 and rook on f1, we Magnus plays this deflection. So you see now black took here on d3. It's a little bit more complex, the deflection motif, and now he took the bishop. So you see he deflected this bishop from the defense of the d1 square, and it's hard for the bishop to protect the d1 square. You see black has ideas here to go even rook on e1 and promote on the e1 square. Of course white cannot take the f2 bishop here because it leads to d takes on c1 with the promotion of queen. So of course white had to play this rook to d1. You see the bishop is now here a little bit well stuck because it doesn't bring anything to help in white's position. So we have here now rook on e1, and now rook takes d2. We have rook takes on f1. Of course the bishop must take, and now we have a pinning motif. I've already done this pinning motif also in my chess tactics, chess puzzle videos. So of course now rook to d1, and here after rook bishop takes on a5. This was of course a completely winning game for black because he is up a piece. Of course in the continuation was played c takes b5, a takes b5, bishop takes b5. Now we have rook to d8, d6, king f8, just getting towards this passed pawn, g3, knight on f6, d7, king on e7. We have here now a3, and now the knight took here on d7, b4, and now we have a nice well, 4 straight here of pieces. Knight on e5 here after the rook took here on d8. We have bishop to d8, a4, and we have here now king to d6, and here's where white resigned. Very nice deflection motif by Magnus Carlsen. And of course now the fun part for you all at home. This is of course the position which you have to solve for yourself at home. And of course don't forget the main tactical motif here is the deflection. So try to deflect something, some piece of black here of the defense of another piece or a pawn even. So be sharp and try to solve this one, and of course have fun by doing it. Thank you for watching, guys. You can also watch my other chess tactics and chess puzzle videos, and you can also watch my Magnus Carlsen commented games and versus Fabiano Caruana. And of course you can also subscribe to my channel. Thanks you for watching, guys. Chess is the best.